I do have skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
And hop cards, please press 1. For parking and infringement inquiries, press 2. For all other inquiries, please hold. Please note, your call may be recorded for verification and training purposes.
Brilliant.
Auckland Transport, Willie.
G'day, Willie. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you, yourself.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Can I give you a case number?
Sure.
CAS 940216-C5D8J4.
I just wait for the system to load.
Sorry?
Just waiting for our system to load up your details.
I still didn't quite catch that. You're very muffled.
Just waiting for your details to load.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
Is this for Ratanui Street?
Excuse me?
Is this for Ratanui Street?
Yeah, an infringement on Ratanui, yeah. What I'm calling for is to find out who to contact in regards to the senior parking management, whether it's Shane Ellison or who can I speak to, because what's happened is irrelevant of the fact that I've had the infringement issued to my vehicle, is that I found out that parking wardens are still issuing more tickets at the same spot, even though Auckland Transport is now aware that there's faulty road markings there. So if the road markings have broken yellow lines, plus it also has white hockey sticks marking a car parking space, so there's conflicting road markings. And the fact that people are still parking there, and AT hasn't removed those white markings, then all of the tickets that are being issued are illegal, because the warden should be getting the road markings corrected in accordance with his parking compliance training manual, instead of issuing a ticket, because if there's no restriction, if there's a dispute in the road markings with what's going on there. So who do I speak to? Because, I mean, people are still getting dished out tickets. I mean, my next option is to go down and protest outside there and warn people myself not to park there until it gets fixed. And you can get my point that if you guys have already been informed of the fault, why are they still getting tickets issued there when the fault hasn't been corrected?
Mm-hmm. I see where you're coming from.
So who can I speak to? Because if the wardens shouldn't be still issuing tickets, they should be following their rules and getting the signage corrected. So then it does become a lawful issuance. And I'm happy to go to court and have some fun with the warden. That's no problem for me. But most ignorant people out there will just pay and not question. And basically, that's a revenue trap for the wardens to still dish out those tickets with AT being informed of the fault. Or are they just... Do you get what I mean? So
yeah, I do know what you mean.
So what can be done?
Well, the email that you guys sent has been forwarded to the appropriate team, and it seems like the action is still in place because it's still active at the moment. It hasn't been closed off.
Oh, okay.
And it's still active and in progress. So
Okay.
they did send an email in response to you on the 20th of December.
Yeah.
To CKA Mark of the...
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. They sent an email today advising that...
Yeah.
you received the email?
I got an email saying that the case is being, sorted out and referred to the appropriate team. My point is that's not stopping the wardens who are currently still dishing out tickets when they shouldn't be.
So you need to send further inquiries to the email that's attached. Because all we do in the contact center is log these jobs through email anyway. So it's either you guys email it or you just call us, so we just email it through for you.
Okay. So AT, in is still,
That
or
is-
the wardens will still
Yeah.
continue to issue out tickets even though they
Oh,
shouldn't
they
be.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
They shouldn't be.
which is my point. They are. I've had witnesses down there that have seen wardens on 2 occasions since I notified you of the fault.
Yep, and like as mentioned, it's been sent to the appropriate team, so it should have been put out to them already.
Okay. So who can I talk to in that appropriate team
Well,
to make
I don't
sure
have
something gets done, because it's...
I don't have a number I can put you through to. The only access I have is to the email address that they've given you, which
The
is
info.
info@at.gov.nz.
Okay. So if I email chief executive at at.gov.nz, would that get any?
I'm not even sure if that's one day.
Because to me, AT are making themselves liable to get sued
Yeah.
for this, because they shouldn't be dishing them out.
No, you're absolutely right.
So, you know, and again, it's working on the fact that most people will never question a parking ticket. It's easier for them just to pay and carry on with their lives. I work more on the principle of the matter. I don't care if it's $1. I still have presumption of innocence.
So did you also lodge a dispute with Auckland Transport to dispute the fine?
Well, yeah, I've sent in a request for a hearing, and that's set for the 25th of January, and then I'll get a defended hearing, and then I'll have the warden on the stand, and I'll ask him why he did that. Because, I mean, I've got your 207 parking compliance manual here for the wardens, and I've read through it, and it clearly states if there's a conflicting signage, then no infringement should be issued. So the fact that he did it once is bad enough. The fact that you guys are still doing it after being informed, which should have been from him, but I've had to inform you guys of the fault. Do you see what I mean? Why is he getting paid on the upwards of $44,000 a year to issue out illegal tickets? Because I mean, you guys try to keep your public appearance looking good, but this does not look good. And everything I do goes up on YouTube. There have not been very good, favourable responses from the general public that have seen what's going on with this matter. So for it to continue and happen to other people, I mean, I'm happy to get a few more people just to go and challenge it as well, because this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, no, like I said, you're absolutely right. I mean, you have every right to dispute this how you see fit, but like I said, all I can just look for an email to that email, the very email that they provided you.
Okay.
There's nothing else we can do here in our contact centre.
All right, I'll do that, and I'll probably go down with a loud hailer and protest outside the spot as well. And if I catch any wardens, I'll let them know. But, yeah. All right.
All right. Have a good day.
And have a good Christmas, mate.
Same to you.
See ya.
So he completely agrees. Everything I just said is factually correct. AT have been informed of the fault, and they've apparently forwarded to the appropriate team. So that appropriate team doesn't give a shit, or hasn't informed the parking warden people that they shouldn't be issuing tickets. I mean, that's the whole point. The wardens are an enemy amongst themselves, really. They're supposed to be promoting good service to the public. Issuing an infringement should be the last resort. If you see someone parked illegally, they are supposed to go up and tell that person to please move. If not, they get a ticket. But you should always be given the option to resolve the matter before it starts going on to that step. But they don't. So they've been informed, they're leaving themselves open legally for reverse liability because they have been informed, and yet the wardens are still issuing out tickets because they're corrupt idiots that don't follow their own 200-page parking compliant training manual. We're in page 131 and page 126 about photo evidence, road markings, page 64. If there's conflicting road markings, don't issue an infringement. They do it anyway. And it's the apathetic ignorance of the general public. No offence to anyone. I don't call people ignorant because it's an offensive thing. I call them ignorant because they lack knowledge and need to seek it. Alright? I don't call people ignorant to insult them. I call them ignorant because they're unaware of what they're talking about and they should seek more knowledge. So, anyway, end of. Completely shocked. I've had so many call centre people understand what I'm talking about, completely agree, but they are helpless. All he can do is tell me to email info@at.govt.nz. Well, I emailed the Chief Executive this morning, Shane Ellison. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Auckland Transport. Buck stops with him. So if Shane Ellison doesn't want to get a lawsuit against AT because they really are doing things they shouldn't be doing. How many people have been issued a ticket at that spot since they've been notified? I know of 2 where I've had witnesses that can verify a parking warden issued a ticket in that exact same spot where they have road markings letting people know, hey, here's a car park, because those road markings haven't been removed. The yellow lines are there as well, which causes a conflict. Which one do you follow? I've rung them up previously to try and find out where I can find out the information. Which road markings am I obliged to follow? Do I follow the broken yellows or do I follow the white lights? I don't know, because there's markings all over it. And that's why they shouldn't be issuing fines, because it's not clear. Anyway, see you later, guys. Merry Christmas to you all. It's New Year's Eve. I've about had a gutsful of these guys today. I got a response from Philippa Chapman today telling me that a district court judge has reviewed or has been referred my submission or application to record the court proceedings on the 25th of January and my request has been denied. Really? Well, from who? Where's a minute from this district court judge that has made this decision? That isn't choosing to deny my right to keep a fair and independent and impartial record of the proceedings, especially as I am a party to that matter. I have that right to keep an independent and impartial record. But then, of course, Waitakere District Court, or any court for that matter, doesn't want to be open, transparent, do they? They don't want to be accountable for their actions. They just try to control the revenue gaining scheme that it is all about. There is no such thing as justice in the words ministry. It should be Ministry of Revenue, not Ministry of Justice, because it's all about money. Yeah. Anyway, enough of my rant. Merry Christmas. Have a good one. Catch up with these probably in the new year. See ya.
On fire, 'cause they lit the spark.